driving a motorcycle off the edge of a cliff, free falling from a building, and a stunt that made history for all the wrong reasons. In this video, I'll be showing you what movies really look like behind the scenes, from moments where actors risk their lives, all the way down to this, at level 1. Yeah, turns out the greatest superpower for these DC heroes is CGI, because when Supergirl's doing this, it really just looks like that.
It's tougher than you think.
And the Flash doesn't look any flashier either. Man, these people are getting paid way too much. But I can't say the same for the actors coming up, because that was only level 1. With each additional level, the behind the scenes get even crazier. Like, what the heck's going on here? I mean, I had no idea what to expect, but it definitely wasn't this. Editing some fancy wind effects is one thing, but morphing a man into a wolf is why we're up to level 4. Damn, they really had us fooled. But now, let's take things back to the Jurassic period. When dinosaurs were people wearing hats? Yeah, those actors are way too professional. Because if that were me, I'd be cracking up the whole time. You gotta hand it to Chris Pratt. The guy means business. But look, there's playing dinosaurs, and then there's playing car seats? What the? How is that even possible? See, when it came to filming this car chase, they needed someone closest to the action. And what's closer than being the literal front seat? Damn, bro really could have become anything, and he became a car seat. What a legend. And if we're talking legends, we gotta mention Captain Jack Sparrow, because this guy's the king of the 7 seas. And the courtroom. Yeah, but the truth is, one of those things is a flat-out lie. You see, Jack wasn't actually fending off killer sharks in the middle of the ocean. In reality, that whole scene was mainly filmed on blue screen, with not a drop of H2O in sight. Wait. You're telling me they're recreating whole movie sets to simulate water instead of just filming on the water? That's a lot to unpackage. Where do I even begin with level 20? Because for this kitchen scene, they were cooking something mean. Yeah, we've got Quicksilver running on treadmills, cameras moving in every direction, cops getting yeeted left, right, and center, and food flying all over the place. Damn, that place was loaded. But imagine if all those people were subscribed to the channel. You'd be unstoppable. So what are you doing? Subscribe. But if we're talking unstoppable, we gotta mention Neo, because this dude can dodge bullets. Sorta. Yeah, I guess you could say he had some help. And if you add up every single camera that was used to make the scene, it would total 120. 120! Jesus, these guys were Mr. Beast before Mr. Beast. But look, when it comes to animals and movies, it's man over beast any day. And that's why Hollywood has this guy. Meet Terry Notary. He's the guy behind most creatures in movies. I mean, he's played monkeys, elephants, and whatever the hell this is supposed to be. But his most iconic role was a dog.
Remember me? It was at first a bit challenging, but then became quite good fun.
Yeah. And make no mistake, Terry takes his job very seriously. Because no matter how unusual the task is that he needs to do, Terry over here will get the job done. Damn, he's got that dog in him. And so does Tom Holland. Because when he's not web-slinging and breaking chairs, he's falling out of planes from sets that are 100 feet in the air. Yeah, not so easy when you don't have spidey senses now, is it? But as difficult as it looks, cashing in that $2 million check must have been easy. Sheesh, stop seeing green. But this actress was seeing red. She got violated by an extra during the filming of The Invisible Man. Yeah, somebody tell that dude we can see him. Jeez Louise, I didn't see that coming though. Now that was cold. But not as cold as what the Joker did at level 40. And spoiler alert, they really did blow up an actual hospital. Yeah, when it comes to blowing stuff up in movies, Christopher Nolan doesn't pull any punches. The guy definitely pushes detonators. Man, walking away from an explosion? That sounds like a dream come true. But level 44 is an actor's worst nightmare. Because during the opening scene of Skyfall, Bond had to fight bad guys on a train. And surprise, surprise, the thing was moving. No joke, he had to climb up excavators, hang off things, and wrestle, all while powering down the railway. Yeah, I'm kind of understanding why he turned down the $150 million to film another edition. I wouldn't want to die either. But if you think that looks totally unsafe, imagine being in the crossfire of an explosive ambulance in the movie Ambulance. Whoa, that was close. I mean, I know Michael Bay likes explosions, but maybe this was a little too close for comfort. And the city's fire department weren't too happy about it either. But Michael instantly clapped back saying, quote, he actually said this, by the way.
And I said, listen, I'm like the Michael Jordan of doing these type of ratchets and the explosions. I've done more of them than anybody in the world, okay? You know how to fight fires? This is what I know how to do.
Yeah, Mike is that guy. But Tom Cruise is the man. Because unlike most actors at his level, he takes the plunge for real. And this particular stunt took him to new heights. Jesus, that's high! See, back in 2010, Tom had to jump out of windows, swing from ropes, and run across windows horizontally. And all of that on the world's tallest building, 1,700 feet up in the air. But I guess that's just what you expect from Tom. But what you'd never expect is what's in store at level 56, because nothing pushes boundaries as much as the Fast and Furious franchise. And in the 7th installment, there's a scene so out of pocket, everyone was convinced it was CGI. See, it involved driving multiple cars out of a plane mid-flight, and then dropping them 12,000 feet from the sky. Today's forecast, ladies and gentlemen, cloudy with a chance of sport cars. But if you thought that looked like a safety hazard, the worst is yet to come. Look, if you don't want to see the most dangerous behind-the-scene moments, stop watching. Level 60, which means John Wick has entered the chat. And even though he's pushing 60, the guy can do anything. I mean, seriously. From martial arts to horse riding and sharpshooting, there's nothing this man can't do. But for Chapter 3, he had to overcome this. But as painful as that all looked, everything went according to plan. But this next scene didn't, because Tom Cruise lost his grip while dangling from a helicopter and nearly paid the ultimate price.
He just lets go.
They just unlock it and it's a free fall. It's a free fall to the back.
And about a second later, Tom fell.
Gasp from the crowd. That's a huge drop.
They were watching on the monitors and the whole tent was just, oh, he's broken his back.
Yeah, but the whole experience didn't really faze him, because only 5 years later, he raised the stakes even higher. We'll get to that soon. But first, we're at level 68, so we gotta talk about the highest free fall in a movie in over 40 years. Yeah, they don't call it the leap of faith for nothing. And for the Assassin's Creed movie, they really did test the faith of the stuntman.
We're not relying on visual effects.
Because this dude had to jump off a platform from 125 feet up in the air. That had an impact speed of 61.1 miles per hour. That's 3 times the speed limit in school zones. That should be illegal. Imagine putting your entire body on the line, only for the most dangerous part to not make the cut. They showed every bit of the cannon roll in the Fall Guy, because this stunt didn't just break a car, it broke a record. Yeah, in a movie paying homage to stuntmen, the director didn't want to fake anything, even if that meant risking someone's life. And that's where legendary stuntman Logan Holiday comes in.
We're making a movie that's an homage to stunt performers. Why don't we make sure that we're doing the best and biggest versions of those, and maybe we can break some records.
Let's go.
We did the first take. It was still an amazing role, but it wasn't what we were trying to achieve. But we had one more car.
That day, Logan made history, becoming the first person to ever complete 8.5 rolls twice and live to tell the tale.
Logan's good.
8.5 rolls. It can't possibly get any better than that, right?
2, 1, action!
Well, believe it or not, even cannon rolling a car looks safer than the dude that had to go headfirst down an escalator in John Wick 4. Man, somebody give that guy a hug. But I don't know how we got to level 90 without a casualty. Because if living and dying by the sword was a person, it would be Tom Cruise. You see, Tom's a guy who's just waiting to be retired by his own film stunts. And this one from Dead Reckoning was his most extreme yet. A motorcycle jump off a 4,000-foot high cliff into a base jump. God damn, it's got me sweating just saying it.
Always wear my earplugs. so I don't hear myself scream.
I mean, forget learning lines. The preparation for this stunt involved a parachute. Oh, damn! And that's only the second craziest movie stunt ever. Because what we've got at level 100 would be Mission Impossible, even for Tom Cruise. See, in 1998, Jackie Chan cemented himself as the baddest man on the planet when he slid down a 24-story skyscraper without any safety gear or harnesses. Jesus! Who the heck approved that? That's him sliding down completely solo with a million different ways it can all fall to pieces. I mean, the guy suffered the most on-set injuries in cinema history, to the extent they literally made a chart of all his movie accidents.
I got a chart. You've broken everything on you.
But instead, we got a masterpiece, and another reason to appreciate the job of a stuntman. But believe it or not, there are jobs even more dangerous than that. I mean, this guy has to milk venomous snakes for a living, while Steve over here literally gets paid to get crushed by avalanches. Look, if you want to hear more, then you need to click on this video here. See ya!